Greetings to the New Testament Writings in Context course here at Lagrange College. This is your professor, Dr. Larry Asplund, coming to you at the end of a lesson to introduce you to the next one. I'm here, as you know, in St. Augustine, Florida, and wondering when fall is going to happen. My favorite season of the year, but I'm not going to complain really because my condo here on the beach is, kind of nice as well. So I wanted to be able to just spend some time with you this evening and talk about what's coming up. The lesson 4 is our next lesson, of course, and it is the letters associated with Paul, part 1. So we will take 2 entire lessons. Of course, Paul, if we take the side that he wrote the letters that are usually assigned to him, wrote much of the New Testament. And so we're going to take 2 lessons to deal with Paul. This will be part 1 in lesson 4. So here are the learning outcomes for lesson 4. Number 1, to synthesize an understanding of Paul's gospel. And he spent a lot of time, Paul was a lover of the gospel and loved to teach it and to proclaim it. So I think it's good to be able to just specifically focus there. And then objective number 2, to reflect creatively on the personal relevance of Paul's writings. And then number 3, to communicate that relevance in a group discussion. So once again, our online experience is designed really to be interactive. And so it is a dynamic learning experience, not just about doing, assignments, but learning together. So the lesson 4 assignment, first of all, there's going to be in week 1 readings in the Corey text, as you've gotten used to by now. For this period of time, I'm asking you to read chapters 14, 16, and 17. So I'm, not going to have you read the whole textbook because, it's sizable, as you know. So you will just be reading those chapters, 14, 16, and 17 in Corey. And then you'll have a chance to write a reflective essay, minimum 500 words, a reflective essay responding to this probe. Reflect on Paul's understanding of salvation by grace through faith. Do you think that may have been a new idea? And why is it uniquely important to Christian faith? And so, this kind of digs down into the core of what Paul was trying to say to us about his view of the gospel and really his definition then of Christian faith. So, it's relevant for us to consider in a specific, reflective, personal kind of way. Then in terms of week 2, lesson 4, week 2, we're going to move on then to reading in the New Testament. And I'm asking you to read the books of Romans, Galatians, and 1 Corinthians. Of course, you can read all of the writings of Paul, but those will be assigned and other assignments in the course will be based on that reading. And then you'll have an opportunity once again to discuss, and I so much enjoy the excellent way that you're interacting with each other in your discussions. But in lesson 4, here is the discussion probe. Paul's theology is best represented in the epistles to the Romans and the Galatians. Choose one verse or one passage you consider to be a key to understanding Paul's teaching and explain why it is particularly meaningful to you. Since, we're interacting with each other at this point, I think it's okay to be personal. I think it's okay to take some time to consider, if you've not already done so, why that may or may not be relevant to you. What is its relevance to you personally? So that's going to be the second part of lesson 4, week 2 in lesson 4. Then I need to tell you that there's a midterm exam coming up. I know exam is a 4-letter word, but I don't want you to be, shocked or afraid of it. It's really a review opportunity. I'm most interested in you being able to unpack in your own words some of the key ideas that you have learned. So the midterm exam, and you will find that the final exam will be similar. The midterm exam is a take-home, open book, short answer essay exam. A take-home, open book, short answer essay exam. That means it's really a review opportunity. So there will be, 5 questions. Each of them will be worth 10 points. My objective is for you to review some key content in the book by Corey and then to be able to explain it, to be able to unpack it in your own words. So there is a word count minimum, etc., and you'll want to take a view of all the specific details for the midterm exam. 5 questions. They're related to the assigned readings in Corey from lessons 1 to 3. And a part of that assignment there at the bottom of lesson 4 will be a downloadable document. So what you will need to do is download the document, save it, in an appropriate way, and then use it to write in your answers. And once you feel like you've got a good representation of your understanding, etc., those 5 questions, to then upload it back to our learning management system, back to the assignment place for grading. So be sure to look again at all of the specific instructions that are there at the place in lesson 4. And keep in mind that, I'm going to make this exam available to you tonight. So you can literally download the exam document and begin to look at it, even work on it if you want to, because it only goes through lesson 3, and then it will be due by the end of the day on October the 22nd, so you'll have 2 full weeks to work on it. I know you're going to do great, and again, it's just, for me, it's just an opportunity for you to review and then show comprehension by explaining answers to some key questions from the text in Corey in your own words. So the writings of Paul are obviously very, very important to us. For me, they're increasingly important. Every time I read them again, it seems like there's something new, significant, maybe profound, that stands out of personal relevance, certainly relevance to our faith, relevance to the church, etc., etc. So it's going to be a good opportunity for us just to dig in and take some time. Lesson 4 will be part 1, lesson 5 will be part 2, and we'll have opportunity just to explore together and reflect and discuss together what we are learning. So you certainly are going to be in my prayers every day. I'm just very excited about the learning that's taking place in this course. Please once again know that I'm here for you, committed to you, ready to serve you. Don't hesitate to let me know if there's some way that I can serve you. So God bless you, everybody. Just have a wonderful lesson 4.